So if we look at another example, now this one is moving two different ways. It's moving to the right 3, and it's also moving up 4. And it doesn't matter if you move it up first and then to the right, or the right and then up. So since the base is 2, the exponential function for this would be 2 to the x. So let's make our xy chart for that. So I'm going to use -2, -1, 0, 1, 2. And then I get 1/4, 1/2, 1, 2, and 4. So if we do log base 2 of x, it's going to be the inverse. So this becomes 1/4 and -2, 1/2 -1, 1, 0, 2, 1, and 4, 2. So each of these points, I'm going to move right 3 and up 4. So if I have 1/4 -2, okay, that would be about here, and I'm moving that up to the right 4 and to the right 3 and up 4. So again, doesn't matter which order you move it in. So I'm just going to move it to the right first. So 1, 2, 3 would be here, and now I'm moving it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. 1, about here. So I'm just going to erase my other dots. So that's the first point. So now I have 1/2 -1. So that's about here. So I'm going to move it 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. So like about there. Again, I have 1, 0. So that's going to be here. And I'm going to move that point to the right 3. 1, 2, 3, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So here. I have 2, 1. So I'm going to have my original point, which is here. And I'm going to move that 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're here. And then lastly, we have 4, 2. So I'm going to graph. So this green is 4, 2. But I'm going to move that 3 to the right. 1, 2, 3, and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that becomes here. I'm going to get rid of that green. So now this is our graph. So since we moved it to the right, that's going to change our domain. So the domain is now going to be x is greater than 3. The range is still going to be all real numbers. And the vertical asymptote is going to be the same as the domain, so x equals 3. Now you can make a chart if you want to, and actually write the points that you're using instead of just counting to the right 3 and up 4. Either way is fine. Alright, so now with this one, we have the x minus 5 is moving it right 5. And now we're going up 3. So the base is a 3. So we're going to do 3 to the x first. So we're going to use -2, -1, 0, 1, and 2. So that's going to give us 1/9, 1/3, 1, 3, and 9. And then we're going to write our inverse. So log base 3 of x. We're just switching. So 1/9, -2. 1/3, -1. 1, 0. 3, 1, and 9, 2. Okay, so again, each of those points are going to move right 5 and up 3. So 1/9, -2 is about here. I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then up 1, 2, 3. So it's going to move to about there. Okay, next point, we have 1/3, -1. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. So about here. I have 1, 0. So that was here. I'm going to move it over 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. So here. We have 3, 1. So I'm going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. And then lastly, we had 9, 2. So that's going to be here. I'm going to move it 5, so 1. So I'm going to put it about there. And now we connect it. So move to the right 5, so the domain is going to change. Your domain is going to be x is greater than 5. The range will be all real numbers. And the vertical asymptote is going to be x equals 5.